Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guide 365, and today I'm going to review the Blu-ray release of Last Christmas. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Movie Guide 365, as well as over at the Disney Magic Hour podcast. I'll put a link for that in the description. All right, Last Christmas is here on Blu-ray, and I did a 4K digital review not too long ago, so I'm going to go ahead and put that at the end of this video if you want to check out my thoughts on what the 4K digital version looks like and sounds like. Unfortunately, we're not getting a physical release in 4K, which I feel is very unfortunate. I think it would have really been visually pleasing at the very least, so we're going to talk about the Blu-ray picture quality and audio, but before we do that, let's jump into a quick unboxing. Okay, we have the Last Christmas slipcover edition. No other exclusives or anything, so this is basically what we get out there in the wild. And we have our rear cover and the spine information. And then inside, it's pretty much the same thing, so nothing new surprising there. Red discs, hey, it's Christmas. So, yeah, that's it for Last Christmas. All right, so let's jump right into the picture quality and the audio. I'm happy to say that Last Christmas provides a very beautifully pleasing picture. Yes, we're missing that nice HDR bump that the 4K would provide, but I think for the most part, we do get a very clean and beautiful to look at. The scenery, Christmas lights, those are the things that really accentuate this kind of movie, and I think it does it brilliantly. Honestly, it's pretty close when you're comparing it to the 4K digital. It does look really beautiful overall. There's a lot of nighttime scenes. Black levels seem very nice. Really, I think maybe there was one scene in particular that had a little bit elevation in the black level, but it wasn't any big deal. But that's unfortunately just one of the limitations of a 1080p image. But what it is, we do get a lot to look at, and it's a very good looking overall picture. As I said, those Christmas lights when they're on the screen, they look great. Just the look of the characters, everybody comes through clean, no problems there whatsoever. A little bit of softness on occasion. That's just what we get here as far as 1080p, but that's just more the exception than the rule. But I think for the most part, everything looks good. So details just dialed down a little bit, no big deal. Just everything looks good. I think overall, I'm very pleased with the picture quality as far as the Blu-ray goes. Now let's jump into the audio. Now the audio I found on the digital version, which supported a Dolby Digital 5.1, to be very underwhelming. It was just kind of there. It wasn't really a whole lot to talk about. I'm very happy to say that the physical release gives it a little bit more of a bump up in that kind of quality. We get a 7.1 here. I love that. I love the further enhancement and ambience that we get throughout. Christmas music, the general score, the sounds of people talking or a little bit of stuff going on in the background. It's all more fully realized in this particular audio mix. I'm really very impressed with it overall. I think it's actually, I would absolutely say it's a better mix than when we got digitally. But let's talk about all the channels separately. So the front channels sound great. It's a dialogue heavy kind of film. There's not a whole lot of action. Every once in a while a car will run by or something that'll get, just light up the speakers a little bit. But I think it's a very, it's overall just kind of one of those movies. Center channel, it's very easy to understand people. No real problems there whatsoever. LFE is just kind of, it's just an accent. It's more of an accent to the feature. It doesn't kick in very often. It's not aggressive. But, during singing parts, there's a couple portions where Emilia Clarke is singing, and it kind of kicks in a little bit more there. It's a little more the focus on the music and is appropriate there. But I just love the 7.1 and how the side channels do a lot more work here, and I like it. I like this definitely a lot more as a presentation than I did the digital, and it shows. That extra 2 channels really sometimes can make a difference. I feel it does in this case. So that's pretty much going to be my review for Last Christmas in Blu-ray. I'm going to give the picture quality of this a solid B. I think it's so damn close to what we get over on the 4K digital side. We're missing that HDR, true, but at the same time, it's still beautiful. If you got everything calibrated the right way, it's going to be hard to notice the difference. It really looks that good, in my opinion. Audio-wise, I'm equally going to give that one a B. I wasn't as impressed with the digital audio, so I kind of just, gave it the lower score in that respect. But here, it's a little more filling. It fills the room a lot more. Dialogue and all that stuff up front is essentially the same, but where it really shines is that general ambience and just the surrounding soundstage that we're given. I think it's fuller and it's a lot better. So that's my review. review of Last Christmas. Let me know in the comments below if you had a chance to check it out and what your thoughts were. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I'll put out videos every single day. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.